Hello YouTubers, this is the noobifier. As I test out more ways to make content, I'm exposed to new ideas, software, tech, and gear. This series called Gear Shorts will showcase a neater deficiency in my workflow and the way that I overcame it either by changing how I do things or what I bought to achieve success. Let's begin. In a previous video, I discussed an upgrade within the Sound Studio to a single 49-inch 32x9. Today is a follow-up to that story. A quick recap is that I wanted to reduce the clutter within the studio because it was negatively affecting my clean audio. Adding items in that space can disturb the sound quality or reflect unwanted sounds back to the microphone, thus defeating the point of the room in the first place. I was also looking for some improvements in my production workflow. Upgrading from a 2560-1440 to a 5120-1440, I knew that I'd be sacrificing frames per second in games for better resolution. Resolution determines how many pixels need to be drawn per frame. 1080p is about 2 million, 1440p 2K is about 3.6 million, and 5120 by 1440, like what I have now, is about 7.3 million. There's no way around it. When you ask a device to do more, if all things are left the same, it's going to produce slower. In the context of a graphics card driving a monitor, going up in resolution reduced my overall frames per second. I thought that the 2080 would be fine, but I was wrong. Games like Battlefield look great, but we're missing that fluid, quick pace that I was used to. The upgraded monitor took me from 92 frames per second on average down to 37. 37 in my opinion is unplayable. For productivity, this monitor is incredible. For gaming, the monitor renders a beautiful game, but the frames were too low. Within StarCitizen, the results were similar. In Arena Commander, I was getting anywhere between 75 and 100 frames per second, but after the upgrade, 40. I also have a unique need for higher frame rates because when I record B-roll for videos like Ship Fight, I want high quality and interesting footage. Reducing the resolution or quality is not an option for me. A better graphics card was. The EVGA 2080 Ti Black was a bit of a unicorn because in the world of $1,200 and up cards, it was originally listed at $999 MSRP. This card was never in stock at the time of release, but now that the dust has settled a bit, it's quite easy to find in stock. 2080 Ti listed as a 37% increase over the 2080. Here are the results that I observed. Battlefield 5 set to Ultra with RTX off has brought the game up from 37 FPS back to 75, which I consider is totally playable. I do believe that even higher frames would improve my experience, however the upgrade has already demonstrated greatness. StarCitizen Arena Commander was a similar result. The 2080 Ti is now able to drive the 5120 by 1440 at 72 frames per second, up from an average of 35 to 40. I'll close out the video with the takeaway lesson that I learned. When choosing your gear, it's critical to consider how changing one part will behave with the others. I knew before this upgrade that I would lose FPS performance for the massive resolution upgrade. I thought that I'd be fine with the reduction, and I was proven wrong. Adding resolution means a larger workload and a greater demand for graphic memory. I've seen firsthand that the 2080 Ti is a beast. Its reputation has merit, and I believe that even though it's priced very high, for my specific use, we see the value in its extra performance. And that's it. Now I'd like to invite you to post your gear and what sort of performance you get on it. I'd also like to invite you to check out telemetry on rsi.com. This will show you in real time the performance that people are getting in StarCitizen. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. Please stay tuned for more, fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.